Hello, this is Sajida again from BCAT, and I'm going to show you how to make a collage poster. So we're still within the theme of promoting COVID awareness. So what I'm starting to do is I'm going to make a poster promoting washing of hands, so wash hands, save lives. So I've started off with a back of a cereal box. So I've just taken one side of the back of the cereal box, and that's going to be my template to do the collage. And what I have here is I've just got a photocopy of old newsprint. So some of this is old newsprint, some of this is sort of the coronavirus newspapers and so forth. So I've taken some images and I've just got them together, and I've kind of given them a sepia look. Just an old newspaper will do for this, old newspaper, old books. So what I've done is I've got this sheet, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to start tearing it into small pieces to use for my collage. So I'm removing all the white edges, which I don't want. And I'm just going to take a chunk out. So you can see there's my chunk out, and I'm just going to start with this first of all. So what I want to do is I want to tear pieces, and I want to see the white tears in between, because that gives a really nice effect when we're making collage. So I'm tearing big pieces, small pieces. The smaller you go, the more attractive the collage will look, and more detailed it will look. And the bigger pieces that you, if you have larger pieces, it won't look as nice, but it depends on what you want and how much time you've got. So I've kind of gone for a medium size of pieces. And what I need to do is obviously tear all of this to use for my collage. So I'm going to tear a little bit more, just so I've got different colours. And here we are, I've got it again. So I'm just dropping them here so you can see all these different colours, and trying to get some straight edges, some curved edges. So there's my pieces. What I need to do next is use PVA glue to glue the background. So glue my cereal box here. So all I'm going to do is pour some glue. Now you've got a couple of things you can do here. You can use glue sticks if you haven't got PVA glue. You can use PVA glue. You can water it down. It still works if it's watered down and you don't have much PVA glue, and you can do it slowly. So you can put a small amount of glue and start collaging, or you can do all of it. If you do collage, if you do glue all the page, you just need to work quickly so before the glue dries. So I haven't done all of it. I've kind of gone for maybe half of the page all glued here. So I'm just going to scoop up this glue, and as you can see, I'm just gluing to the edges. Okay, so what I need to do now is put the glue spreader back in the pot, and I've just got an old yogurt pot here just to use. So I try to recycle as much as I possibly can. So I'm starting here now with my first little bit of newsprint, and what I'm going to do here is just look at the straight edge and use that to my benefit, and just place it along the cardboard box here. And I'm going to start. So what I carry on doing is looking at these, laying them down, and it's okay to overlap them and replace some glue afterwards. So you can put some glue on afterwards as well. So I'm just looking at the edges, the straight edges, and I'm trying to put them wherever I can, wherever I think they're straight edges. And as you can see, I'm just gluing the back of this in case it hasn't got enough glue on the cardboard there. And I'm overlapping, which is fine too. So I'm placing them here. I'm trying to leave some of the white cracks or the white tears, because it makes it interesting looking at the sizes of the collage pieces I have. And you can see, look, I'm trying to fill an entire corner in. So this will be my background for my poster, which will be just a newsprint, and then in there's like coronavirus stories, there's and that's why I kind of printed it like this. There's headlines and so forth, but there's just some random old newspapers as well. I have done a similar thing with old books, just taken the pages of very old books that are no longer in use, and just use that for my background of collaging as well. So as you can see now here, look, I'm building, and I'm starting to build a half side. Now what you need to do is obviously use the torn paper and cover the entire background of your cereal box card, so you can use this as a base for doing your next piece. Well, I'm going to put this aside because I just did one now. Now it is wet and sticky, so this is my completed one, and you can see, I'm just going to show it closer up. You can see the different types of newspaper colours, newsprint colours, and then if you look close up, you'll probably be able to see some of the headlines, some of the words, and that just makes it interesting. Right, so I've got my piece and my poster is going to be this way up because I'm going to place my hand and go around my hand. So I want a poster promoting washing hands. So what I've got here is I've just taken it out of a magazine, a picture of a soap bar with bubbles on top. And I think that's quite nice. It'll just remind people to wash their hands. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the soap bar right in the center of the hand. So all I need to do now is place a bit of glue on top. I can just use the glue and just put it on top of the soap as well. I can place it in the middle, but just to make sure all my soap bar will be glued, it's going to make sure all the edges are glued here rather than gluing the actual hand piece because it's already sticky when I place my hand. Obviously you can have lots of time, you can wait in between, you can wait for layers to dry. Right, okay, so I've got my soap bar in here. So now what I have is I have a collage background, a newsprint background with a soap in the center. I can outline the soap if I want to. There it is. I'm just going to take it back there and place it back down. Right, so I've got my soap bar and I have my collage background. Time to use my hand. So what I'm going to do now, place my hand on top of the soap bar. Make sure it's fitting. It fits in on my poster, my collage poster, and I'm just going to work around my hand. Okay, make sure I've got some space between the fingers and I'm going to try and keep the pen upright. Now you can use anything, you can use a felt tip, you can use a pencil. I'm using a permanent pen. Just going to make sure it's working. And I think sometimes maybe when the glue is on there, it's a little bit sticky, maybe not working as much. I'm just going to test that one. Okay, try that again. Okay, so you can see I'm getting very, very sticky here. I'll place that over there. And try again. Place my hand on top of the soap bar. Okay, this one's working better. So it's quite light, but I can go around it afterwards. I'm just going around the fingers and checking whether I can see anything. And yeah, I can see my handprint. It's quite faint because of the glue. So I would suggest that you wait for this piece to fully dry. You can use a pencil. I'm just going to remove my hand. Yeah, and I can see the outlines here. So all I'm going to do now is just take a pen and see if I can work around. Here we are. That's better. And I did it lightly first in case I made any mistakes. So now I can see the hand. I can go down and I'll show you what I can see with this stronger outline. And it just makes it, sometimes when you outline your hand, it's not as accurate as you want, or it's not as straight as you want. So if you have a faint line like I did before and then go over it, around it afterwards, it just makes it a little bit easier and neater. And there we are. So these are the lines I could see. I'm just going to show you that hand shape. So that's my hand shape there. And I can see the soap bar inside as well. And it's up to me if I want to have an outline around the soap bar. I don't think I need to. I like it subtle there. Right, so now that I've got my hand outline, all I'm going to do is put a sign on top. Wash hands and save lives. You can have anything. You could just have keep washing. Absolutely any sign you like. I'm just going to place it on top there. Okay, let's start with my W. Okay, put here. And here we are on to the H. I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, so I put in wash hands. Just going to check that you can see it. Here we are. Place it in front of the camera, so wash hands. And then inside the hand, I'm going to put the second message, which is save lives. Start with the S, nice thick, double writing, wash hands, save, and again a thick L for the capital. Okay, so I've got it here. There's my poster. Now I can add as much detail to this as I want. There's my poster, my main part of my poster. Wash hands, save lives. You can just see it there. Placing the camera so you can see. Now, once I've got my poster complete, I can use different colours, anything I want to. If I wanted to add nails, I can add nails. If I wanted to have, I don't know, any kind of pattern. So I'm just going to have this kind of stitching just to make it a little bit more colourful. I'm using a red pen. I am using a permanent pen. You can use felt tips if it's dry. I think I'm just using permanent pen because I think it works better because my work is a work in progress. So I'm just going to take the red. Again, I can see that where the areas are wet, it's a little bit hard for the ink to run there. But I'm just doing these stitch patterns. Little lines, little dashes that are almost like stitches around the hand. And it just makes the hand stand out. And I can do the hand inside. I can decide if I wanted to do any patterns inside, if I want to do it spotty, doing any henna patterns, mandi patterns. I could do absolutely anything I want. I could do stripes, or I could leave it blank if that's what I wanted. And what I'm going to do with this piece is I'm going to leave it like this. So there's my poster, my collage poster. Wash hands, save lives. I'm just going to place it here so you can see. Yeah. Okay, thank you for watching and have fun making your collage.